Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Just sitting here drinking my morning coffee. Looking super sexy while doing it. Alright, let's talk about supplements. I had someone in my comments on Facebook started a dialogue with me, and I'm gonna put my rebuttal to that. Because I post this on all my platforms. I have multiple platforms with big followings, not just the tubes. And he had said, look, you have to be open-minded to supplement research and do personal trial and error and experimentation. And you can't just categorically reject a study because it's sponsored by the supplement industry. My answer is yes, you can. Yes, you can, for a number of reasons. I'm going to go into their track record. But it is in the supplement industry's best interest to produce products that do not work, that do not help you gain muscle or lose fat in any way, to create flawed studies, sponsor them, to sell the products and make sure that they don't work. Because the supplement industry is largely based in America, and therefore around the globe, most of the supplements coming out have to follow American laws, which means they cannot sell you things that produce drug-like effects that are proven. So in America, if the government determines that an over-the-counter supplement is legitimately useful for building muscle or burning fat, it gets classified as a drug and they can no longer sell it to you as a supplement. So it's in the supplement industry's best interest to make products that they know the government's not going to find to be useful, and just cook the books so that dumbasses will buy it. And I do mean that because we're at a point, guys, it's 2024. If anyone actually still believes that supplements work after scam after scam after scam after scam after scam after scam, in the hundreds if not thousands of scams the entire industry has produced of products that do not work, and meta-analysis has confirmed they do not work over and over and over and over and over, in which they adulterate them, have spiked them with drugs temporarily, and then pull the drugs back off the shelf so that it gets a good reputation for working. Okay? If you are still buying any of this stuff, the only word to describe you is a dumbass. Okay? And when someone says, but you have to be open, but you have to give them a chance. We're really using that logic. If you had someone who you needed to hire to clean your house, but you knew that they had a track record of, let's say, 87 convictions for theft, for minor theft, 87 convictions for minor theft, separate convictions, and they need to clean your house while you're out of town, and you go out of town regularly and you have a lot of valuable stuff out, would you give them another chance? Would you be open-minded? You got to give people a second chance, and that's fair, right? So let's say that you give them the second chance. It's only 87 convictions, all right? This is what buying supplements is like, and saying, well, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because this one person who makes money off of it said they were good. Okay. My friend who got a placebo effect said it worked. All right, so you give them a chance. So someone vouched for them. You let them do it, and then they steal from you. Do you then come back and say, I'm going to give them another chance again? And then you give them another chance. Give them the benefit of, we got to be open-minded. And then they do it again, and then you find out that the government has ruled that they're not allowed to be honest. They're not allowed to actually do their job without stealing. It's part of their bond conditions or whatever after the trial ruling by the judge for all their thefts. For some reason, they decided that that was the case. So at that point, when you realize that, because I just told you guys that that's the case, right? You now know you can't claim ignorance. They can't sell you products that work. You step back and you go, well, they have all these convictions and they stole from me twice. I'm going to give them one more chance, even though it's illegal for them to not do it. They have to. They're required to rip me off. So I'm still going to give them another chance because this influencer or my friend vouched for them. Okay? That's the problem. That is where we're at with being open-minded with the supplement industry. It is literally that bad. And I'm not exaggerating. It is that stupid. Literally. That is a perfect analogy. Okay. Then people say, but what if they get a benefit? I mean, even if it's a placebo, you got to do trial and error. Except that it's a placebo. Okay, well, I still got a benefit. So you're going to buy from an industry that works entirely off placebo? Why don't you, instead of giving them money, because you're now giving money to con artists, right? You are giving money to people directly frauding, knowingly stealing your money. They know that they're stealing your money. They're aware of the laws. They're aware of what the studies say. Be clear on that. The company doing this knows it's ripping you off intentionally. So you're going to give them your money for a placebo effect. You are aware you can psychologically psych yourself out to have a placebo effect for free. You don't actually have to spend money to get a placebo effect. Good self-program. This is what I do as a coach. Some of my stuff with lifters, there's mental programming involved. Okay? You can create a placebo in an athlete just fine. You don't have to buy a product from frauds and con artists who are stealing. And that's the problem. And people need to see the supplement industry that way. And I get it, everyone needs a job. But the people who are starting the companies and getting involved realize very quickly they cannot make an honest living doing what they do. Okay? They cannot legally make an honest living in that industry. Well, they can because it's legal for them to steal from you. As long as they're careful in the wording. Okay? It is an industry where everyone in the industry knows that they're charlatans. It relies on that. So then when someone says you can't reject their cookbook's data, really, because every single time meta-analysis, go back later and look at it and modern data comes through, it's all nonsense. Every single time. Yes, you can categorically reject every single study with any ties at all to the supplement industry regarding the efficacy of supplements. And if you do not categorically reject it, just flat out, by default, your default assumption is not just skepticism, but it is a scam, because it will be every single time. If that is not your automatic response, then you are a moron. And I'm just calling it like it is. That is how it is. And anyone who said, well, I didn't know all that. Well, now you know. So therefore, if you ever endorse or spend another penny on any of this stuff thinking it's going to help you gain muscle or lose fat, you are then a moron. These are facts. Right? Facts don't care about your feelings. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.